Well, hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm here at the Waterford Free Wall here in Waterford, New York, and I'm awaiting the arrival of my special guest, my brother Rudy. After my escapade on the last video through the federal lock and dealing with my back, he offered to come go through the 14-ish locks that are ahead on the eastern portion of the Erie Canal. And man, that would be just amazing to have my brother, my best friend, join me in not only helping me out through something that's really difficult for me, but to also have him experience, list a tad of my journey that I've been experiencing here for the past few months. So I'm just super excited for that. He's going to, his flight comes in I think a day and a half or 2 days. So I'm going to be sitting here on the free wall just awaiting his arrival. To expand a little bit on the previous video, just to give you a little bit of background, my back isn't something that just is like I pull my back out and I take aspirins or go to the chiropractor. I've been dealing with a bad back my entire life. I had an injury when I was in my early 20s, which basically started this, and they offered to either fuse my lower spine or live with it. Fusion, for people that know, especially with somebody with small bone as me, I'm a small guy, and putting the screws in and all that stuff, it's good for, on the average, for somebody my size, for about 10 years before you start having issues with it. So the doctor said, fuse or live with it. I decided to live with it. And that's been many, many years. And then one of the things that also has compounded it is as you get older, one of the things that have had happen in my back is a thing called degenerative disc disease. Even though it's not a disease, I don't think why they call it that. It's just where your the cartilage, the stuff that's in between your spine, tends to get smaller and smaller and squish down, and the bones will start to touch every now and then. The discs will tend to pop out when you lean forward or just lean in different directions and press against a nerve, and the pain is beyond belief when that happens. You can't even put words to it. It's almost like somebody taking a hot knife and stabbing it in your back. It's scary pain. Anyway, it's so in the last video, you probably couldn't tell because I'm one of those people that have always been grin and bear it. So being as though I was dealing with pain and not showing it, I just tend to smile. I'm one of those type of people that instead of going, oh, woe is me, it's killing me, my head hurts and all, that to me tends to make it worse. If I just smile about it, it helps me pull through it. So that's why you'll see me smiling a lot. It's just my general outlook on life. It's always been a very positive outlook on life. No matter what goes on, keep on pushing ahead and enjoy life to the fullest. Damn the pain, so to speak. But anyway, enough about that. What the plan is to, when my brother gets here, is to leave the Waterford Free Wall, head through the Erie Canals, and kind of observe him handling the ropes so I can learn the ropes, pun intended. So I can see the balance of the boat and be able to observe it from up at the helm and see what he's doing. Not that he's an expert at it. He's never even been on a boat in a lock. But we both have common sense. We both figure things out very quickly and learn very quickly. So it's just going to be a huge relief to have him here. And then when we're on the other side of Lake Oneida, he's going to be flying back. So that's going to be about a 4 or 5 day time span. So that's what I'm waiting for. And in the meantime, I'm going to be just kind of maybe going to dinner with a couple of the other looper friends that are here on the other side of me at the wall, tinkering around doing some boat projects and just kind of waiting for my brother to get here. So that's the plan. It's now Thursday at 8 o'clock sharp, and all the boats on the free wall left to arrive at the first opening of lock E2, so I videoed them as they locked through. Is that Wilson? My brother finally showed up at about 2 o'clock. I had him jump on board and we immediately headed into the first lock. All right, so I've got a guest. My guest is my brother. Say hi, Rudy.
Hi, Rudy.
So this is a welcome addition to the crew.
Thank you,
So we're gonna learn these giant locks together. Got to go all the way up there. That's like 600 feet, maybe 1,000 feet.
No, this is a boat, not an airplane.
Oh, okay. And they're already raising the water. Each lock tells the next lock master that I'm coming out, so they already start dumping the water to let me in. So it's a pretty quick process because it's a flight of 5 locks in a row. So we're trying the rope this time. So there's a single rope hooked up there, and Rudy's just holding on to it, trying to find out where the balance of the boat is. And with turbulence, it's not always the center of the boat. It's looking like sliding on the cable might be easier, huh?
No, let's see.
Yeah. Whatever you want to do. I didn't mean to change.
Oh, it's coming up quick.
Yeah, buddy.
I don't want to get that metal thing off the thing.
No, it won't. I got my fenders over there.
Yeah.
The fenders will keep it about 8 inches apart at all times. But I do need to put a ball all the way in the back. I noticed when I turned, the back of the boat touched. We're going up. Moving on up. Man, this thing's coming up quick. If it goes up any faster, it's going to throw me up over on the curb. Goodness gracious, look how fast it's coming up. Hey, we're leaving lock number 3, heading to number 4. So lock number 4, third in the flight of 5, is already open and waiting for us. I radioed ahead. This is smooth with one boat. The third lock, lock number 4, in the flight of 5. And the back doors are closing. Man, those doors are big. Oh, man. How's it going there, Captain?
Going good. I think we got it.
Cool, cool. That's a long slide up.
Yep.
Uh-oh. We have a jam. No! No! The door is jamming on the floor. Oh, he broke it free. Oh, that didn't sound good at all. Oh, thank goodness.
It is easier with this rope than it is with the hanging ropes.
Say again?
It is easier with around this cable rather than the big ropes.
Okay, because you can hold it.
Yeah, you can pull it back and forth.
Okay. Whoops. The door's rubbing the ground again. That was that noise. Oh, looks like they got it closed. Oh, thank goodness. I'd hate to get stuck inside of this chamber. That would suck. All right, so what I was saying here was I still have to get a fender further back. If the boat pulls me around, which it's probably going to do if I'm doing it by myself, that back point of the boat sometimes will swing way out. So I'm going to have to get that fender further back when I start doing this by myself again.
Hard work.
Oh, come on. You're making it look like I didn't know what I was doing yesterday.
Give me a raise.
Oh, I'll give you a raise.
This is so hard. This is kicking my butt.
Hold on to that rope tight. We're going up. Yeah, rub it in. Oh, now we're going up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the door just slammed shut.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, water's coming in now. We're going up. This is so cool. Just amazing how something so simple can be just so awesome. The vibration that I'm feeling of the water coming through these great big valves that are below water level, it's just almost sounds like a Saturn V rocket taking off. It's a very deep vibration I can feel through the whole boat. I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not, but it's just a deep roar under the surface of the water. Lock E4 is opening up. We're all the way at the top. That was so easy having a second person down there. This is just a piece of cake. Okay.
Lock 5, this is Lock 4, send one your way. Copy.
Thank you very much. You too.
Now we got the long trip to the next one.
Heading to E5. Wonder if I have room to get it on plane. Only kidding. How's it going? Okay, we're inside the lock. And oh, he's already got the doors closed. Check that out. This guy's efficient, man. He's already got the doors shut. And Rudy just grabbed the line. They are efficient. They already got the doors shut, and you just grabbed the line.
Wow.
Man, we are flying.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Really cool.
Moving on up. Okay, I hear the rumble of the massive quantities of water coming in. The Saturn V taking off.
Boy, did we shoot forward.
Wow.
Did you see that? It went 15 feet forward.
Yeah.
Now the front's going to swing out. I have to.
Well, just leave it. See what happens. This is all the kind of stuff that I got to find out. Because, like I say, there may be times that I can't just stand there the whole time. I know nobody wants to hear that, but that's the truth of being single-handed.
Yeah, see, we hold it. Coming up.
Moving on up.
This one's pretty slimy.
Well, that's the part that's way underwater a lot, I guess.
I don't know, but that seems to be working out really well.
Yeah. I just don't understand it though. How it can be hooked on from that cleat all the way to that cleat, and we slide forward and backward, yet the boat stays square.
It's the way the water.
In Federal Lock, it wasn't doing that at all.
The way the water is pushing it around.
I'm blown away. This is just unbelievably easy. Wow.
I've got to be careful with this.
What's that?
This was kind of locking up in there.
Oh.
Raising Watson.
Copy that. This one's going up over 1 foot every 5 seconds.
Is that faster than the other one or about the same?
No, faster. No, it's about the same, about 5 seconds a foot.
1 foot every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It's nice when you're down in there. It's nice and cool, but now when you get out in the sun, it's hot.
The sun, yeah, the sun you really feel it.
Something interesting. The other lock is right there. They aren't opening the doors. They're waiting till they see us. Now they're dumping the water. I bet you they have to do that because otherwise it'll raise the water on the other side of the door we're opening.
Real close together.
Yeah.
That
So
makes sense. You're right.
probably strategically has to be done in a certain amount of minutes.
Yeah.
So what we're talking about is this other lock right ahead of us just started dumping its water, emptying its tank, or its basin, its tub, because the level of that water on the other side there is going to go up, and if it does, this is going to keep going up and not allow them pressure-wise to open this door. With pressure on that door, they can't open it. So strategically, they probably have to wait a certain amount of minutes before they can open, which before that water gets pushed down here where they can get this door open. Because I can already see it is like, it doesn't raise perfectly even. You can see the water level down there. It looks like almost a foot taller, and it's coming in a wave. I bet you by the time that wave gets here, he'll have this door open. We'll find out together. All right, leaving lock E5. Thank you very much. You have a good day as well. Man, this is what I call efficiency. Going lock to lock to lock in minutes. It has not even been an hour yet, and we're almost to the last lock. So this one, the light's not working, so he just told me to, he said, lock 6 to the westbound, you may proceed. And he told me that while the doors were just starting to open. So he's wanting me just to go on in so we can get through for the day. And I'm happy to oblige.
Port side, please, Captain.
Port side, copy that.
Thank you, Cap.
Okay.
Are we good?
I'm good.
Okay.
My door's already almost closed. Turn my engines off.
Looking good, Captain.
Copy that.
Captain Bro.
Captain Bro.
Captain Bro.
Man, the back doors are slammed shut and we are moving on up. This wall looks like it's smooth, like it's coated with epoxy or something. My brother Rudy is really taking the stress off of me. You have no idea. Well, if you saw the video, then you do have an idea. I was ready to quit. My back was beyond its limit, and I kept on pulling and kept on lifting and everything. Yeah, I'm at a loss for words how much I appreciate him being here today. Hey, lock E6 is opening up. Crank the engines. Oh, it looks beautiful up ahead. Narrow, tall trees. Beautiful. Smooth water. Oh, I love smooth water. I am not a fan of bumpy water.
Okay, Cap, come on.
All right, ready? Good to go. Yeah, this guy ain't playing around. He wants me just to go. That's fantastic. I like this kind of lockmaster.
You know what size these shoes are?
What?
13.
Wow.
But I got them because I got a.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
But I got them because they have a really big insert in them.
Plus, you need something you can just pop on and off real easy. Yeah. Heading to Lock E17. And we finally have a absolute beautiful wind-free morning so that the water is glass. Love the slicky water. Slick, slick, slick. Beautiful. And this is Lock 17. When they're emptying their chamber, the turbulence is pretty dramatic. It would throw you sideways. You don't want to get anywhere near it. Okay, this is a new type of a lock we're going to go through. It's got a guillotine door and you go under the slab. So it's a very unique looking one. So check this out.
Westbound, you're all set to come in.
This is a tall one. Look how high that is. That's like 10,000 feet. There's airplanes going flying right close to it.
Okay, there's Michael holding the rope from the window of the bridge. And we are in Lock 20. I've not seen this particular procedure used before to hold a boat in the lock.
Got my remote control.
Yep, he's got his remote to his thrusters.
It's working pretty good so far, but there's no turbulence yet, so we'll find out when the turbulence starts coming in whether this is going to be a viable option.
We'll see what happens.
So far I have a lot of control up at this height. The rope doesn't have but about 3 feet to swing out from where it's tied to.
That boat beside us is pretty close. He's holding the boat all by himself from that side rope, but he has his thruster with him. He's got a look of confidence on his face. I think he's going to be able to do it. Let's see who's behind us. Well, we got one in, one more still coming. He's using the thruster to keep the bow over to the port side, working out really well.
Good morning. Leaving the Ilion Marina Wall. It's now 8:58 in the morning. It's completely overcast, a little chilly, and just slight breeze outside. It was a nice stay last night. We ate at the little barbecue hamburger place there. I wouldn't recommend the barbecue. It tasted like, it was supposed to be pork. It tasted like turkey breast with not much barbecue sauce on it. But, you know, live and learn. We had plenty of good food on the boat. And my brother joined me in helping me through the last few locks. And dinner last night, we had a good breakfast. It was really good. Rudy made great omelet for us. Omelet and coffee for breakfast was always breakfast of champions. And now we're gonna head up down the river, hitting a few more locks, and the plan is to stop at another free wall. I believe it's a free wall that's just on this side of Lake Oneida. So it's gonna be about a 40-mile run today. We're gonna head them out. We're gonna head out.
Checkmate. This is Scotland Water westbound.
So we're trying to outrun a storm, which we ain't gonna do. So I'm on the Erie Canal, docked up, and I run into this lady, Miss Mel, of Mark and Mel.
That's right.
Say hey, Mark.
Hey, guys. That's awesome.
And we're parked side by side, thinking about where we're gonna go. This is the early morning of, what day is today?
Is it the 8th?
Saturday the 8th.
Yeah,
Saturday the
June
8th. June 8th. And looks like it's already starting to sprinkle. Look at the water. There's little big sprinkles on the water.
Sure is. Yeah.
So where you guys headed to next?
Amsterdam, right? Amsterdam.
That's about 20 miles from here?
16.
16 miles?
We had to kind of slow down, so we're gonna stop at every little tiny place so we
Nice.
can meet up with family on Lake Oneida.
Nice.
Yeah.
What time are you gonna head out?
Probably tomorrow.
Oh, you're gonna spend the night here?
We're planning to, unless they kick us out, because last night was our third night, and their rules are 3 nights max.
Okay.
But from what I understand, nobody along these docks, these free and cheap docks, are gonna kick you off.
They're very calm.
Yeah. That's kind of the thing we're finding out ourselves.
Yeah.
This is all still new to us. Most of my boating was just been in the Keys, diving and fishing, and now I'm doing the loop, and this is craziness.
It's wild.
It's all a new experience.
Yeah.
So I also have my brother along with me that is helping me get through the locks for the past day and 5 more days after this. So yeah, this is going to be a nice little journey, especially if it starts getting cooler. I noticed people are starting to wear jackets this morning, sweaters.
It's only like high 50s right now.
That's crazy. What a big difference, though. It was getting up in the 80s, but it's not as humid up here, which it gets crisper, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, well, good. Well, it was so good running into you guys.
So if you guys watch Mark and Mel on YouTube, they have a great channel, so check them out.
Awesome, thank you.
Alrighty, finally made it through the rest of the locks on the Erie Canal portion, and we are now docked at the Sylvan Beach Free Wall, which is on the east side of Lake Oneida. Gonna spend the night here. It's very tight. There's a bunch of boats. Matter of fact, look how close this one is behind me. You think that's close enough? There's about 4 inches from my boat to his anchor. So he put a fender in between so that if it does slide, it won't punch a hole in my dinghy. I hate having a hole in my dinghy because it would sink. So we're going to go ahead and, my brother and I or he's back there making dinner. So we're going to have dinner, spend the night, get up at 5:30 in the morning, and there's going to be a train of about 9 of us all cutting across the 25-mile run across Lake Oneida. The winds are supposed to be reasonable, not too light, but not too strong. And hopefully it's going to be a pleasant 25-mile trip tomorrow morning. At least that's the plan. We are 3/4 of the way across Lake Oneida. Look at this. It flattened out to almost glass. Can't beat that with a stick. Well, you could, but it would just get you wet. Well, we finally made it across huge Lake Oneida. That was a long 25-mile trip. And both of us were famished, so we whipped up some hamburgers and put them on the grill outside and sat down on the park bench out in front of the marina and just chowed down. Those hamburgers were so good. I think we just inhaled them. Also, I had a diver come and take a look at my props because I did hit a log on the way across the lake. And everything came up, thumbs up. It just hit my zinc and slid it backwards. So that's the thud we heard. And he went ahead and slid the zinc back forward again. No damage on the props, thank goodness. Also had one of the mechanics here come and take a look at tightening up. I had just a little bit of a extra weep going on my port rudder shaft. So he crawled back there and tightened that up too. So just taking care of a few things. And I think we're gonna hit the sack because we are both whooped. All right, so we have finally made it across all the locks and Lake Oneida for the Erie Canal portion that we're doing. We're docked at SK Yard, it's called. Doesn't have a name called Marina, it's just ESS-KAY Marina, or excuse me, Yard. And still have my brother Rudy with me, and thank you so much for helping me through the 23 or 4 locks of the east side of the Erie Canal. I mean, that was just so good to have you there. I would have died through it.
Well, I don't know. I think you would have done really good. You were doing good when you took over. But it was a pleasure. I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much for inviting me. For me, it was a little vacation.
Well, good. It was great having him here. It allowed me to watch Rudy handle the lines, and that way I could kind of stay back and give a 20,000-foot view, if you would, of what he was doing, how the boat was acting, and if I needed to, I could punch the thrusters. I didn't want to. I wanted to see him handle it, so that the thrusters are something that are nice to have. But I don't want to rely on the thrusters. I want to rely on just not being as excited and overpowered by the boat. Let it swing if it's going to need to swing. That was a big learning experience going through these 20-something locks on the Erie Canal. Like I say, watching Rudy was a big learning experience for me, and watching what the boat did. So he and I put our heads together and came up with what we think will work for me handling this boat. There were a lot of comments in the last video, which I expected. One of the things that I have to understand is what hit me in that federal lock was I was totally unprepared. I did not know that I was going to hit a lock. And that's totally on me. That was one of the things that I thought I was through all the locks and everything I needed to do to come up to the free wall and start the Erie Canal. And then boom, here's the federal lock. So I was caught off guard, 100% my fault. Nobody needs to complain about that because I'm owning that. And I came in there with, there's a lock, I guess I'll do it. So I didn't have my life vest on, didn't have my rope cutter with me, didn't have my e-perp and radio, all the stuff that I normally would have in a lock. I was just dumbfounded and unprepared, and it bit my butt. And I was doing a lot more bending over. I know I look like I'm 20. And I know I feel like I'm 20 because I do stupid stuff. But that's just the background, I think, of both of us, right? We both do things because we think we're young.
Yeah, we're a lot alike.
So I'm dealing with it. And I'm still alive. I'm still having a great time. I'm keeping that thumbs up positive attitude. We just keep pushing ahead.
Yeah, we do.
And I'm going to be leaving here, which is the beginning of not the Trent Severn, the Oswego lock system. I think it's 8 locks. And there was an offer of having somebody ride with me for a fee. Rudy and I talked about it, and I think that this next 8 locks moving north, well, first off, Rudy's leaving tonight at what time?
Well, I'm gonna have to get up about 2:45 in the morning, and I'm catching a ride out of here to the airport at 3:30. My flight leaves a little less than 2 hours after that, but I want to be there early to make sure that I'm going to make that flight.
So if the wind stays calm, which has been beautiful today, what a beautiful day it is. The wind is 0, which for a boater is just magnificent. I am leaving here. Rudy will split. I'm leaving by myself, heading to the Oswego Canal to, let's see, the first lock will be, what'd she say, 8 in the morning the lock opens?
It opens at 8.
So I'll be leaving here about 7:30-ish. And I'm going to do the next 8 locks. I believe it's 8 locks on the Oswego Canal by myself. That's going to be my proving zone, those locks. I really don't want to take somebody with me. Yes, it would make sense to do that, but it's not going to help me learn. And I need to learn by fire. It's the only way I learn, by doing it myself. Somebody can show you as much as they want, and until you get down and get your hands dirty and really pull on stuff, you can't learn it. There's just no way. You can watch YouTube videos all day long. You can watch training videos all day long. Until you get down inside there and the wind is pulling you and the turbulence is pulling you and people are screaming and things are going crazy, you are still just yapping and not learning anything or listening to other people talking. I'm going to jump in it with both feet. I'll have the cameras running as always, so if I screw up, you're going to see it. And hopefully it's going to go well. And then the plan will be, let's see, to do the 50-mile run to the end of the Oswego lock system, spend the night on the free wall there or marina, and then hopefully Ontario will flatten out and I'll head to Kingston, Canada. And that's the plan. So I'm going to probably finish. We did a little provisioning today. Rudy drove us with the crew car, courtesy crew car, to a super Walmart. Picked up a few things, but I may go through and pick up a few more things so that I have enough for myself on into the Trent Severn. And then comes the 40-something locks in the Trent Severn. So, yeah, I have, and you have, something to look forward to.
Are you going to do the 50 miles in one day?
Yeah. My concern is I was looking at all the weather models. All of them so far say that it's going to be the calmest Friday, and today is Wednesday. So take Thursday, run 50 miles, that's including all the locks, and then leave Friday morning bright and early when the sun comes up. I'll look at the weather models again case it, hopefully it would be nice if it moves to Saturday. That would give me 2 days to get up there and be a nice easy run. Because running 50 miles with locks, yeah, it's not that big a deal when you have 2 people, but 1 person, it's really pushing it. So that's the plan.
Very good.
So once again, thank you so much.
My pleasure, brother.
And I'm going to be putting things together so I can leave in the morning.
I know you can do it.
I appreciate it.
That's what I always
right.
say.
Thanks
Anything
again,
the
man.
mind can conceive and believe it can achieve.
Thank you, sir. And I'm agreeing on that. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.